story, a defining milestone in Nigeria's fiscal transformation. Permit me to express my sincere appreciation to Honorable Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of Economy for treating me as a son. Thank you for all you've done for me, and thank you, Senator 313 and my Egbon, James Falike, for accepting me not returning those calls. Thank you. I'm grateful for your legislative guidance. Thank you. Thank you. I also extend my appreciation to all ministry, departments, and agencies such as Ministry of FCT. Like Daddy said when we came, we've now received the certificate of occupancy of this place, but by God's grace, before we leave there. Ministry of Works. For Mr. President, I need to call out one DG, Bureau of Public Procurement. Mr. President, considering that this project started 22 years ago, you can imagine the number of cost overrun, but because of innovation and brilliance and understanding the new hope agenda of Mr. President, the DG has really helped. Is that the only extension I will have, sir, is that if you would direct him that he should do the sampling. Because if you go around and you see this abandoned project, we've wasted capital, we've wasted value, but because of the limitation of the law in those days, they are still stored. All the money we spent wasted. The same thing he has done for us in Nigeria Revenue Service. If he can extend it to all other abandoned projects, Mr. President, we will have a lot. discipline, professionalism, and resolve. Through transition, through pressure, and through heightened expectation, you have remained committed to building a service that reflects the aspiration of our nation. This headquarters is both a recognition of your effort and a platform for even greater performance. On a personal note, I stand here deeply grateful to God for the privilege of service and for the opportunity to witness the completion of the project of this magnitude. I am grateful to His Excellency the President for the opportunity, trust, and confidence you repose in me. Thank you, Mr. President. And also to my lovely wife for giving me domestic peace, that allowed me to focus on my job. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And to my advisor, Mr. President, chief of them is my chief of staff, Mr. Tayo Koliosho. Thank you for always being the adult in the room. Thank you. Thank you. Mr. President, most time when I come, there is someone that is always waiting for me. That now you come from that, where are the notes? My special advisor strategy. Tele. I cannot thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a defining moment in Nigeria's fiscal journey. It affirms that reform is possible, that institutions can be rebuilt, and that with the right leadership and discipline, Nigeria can deliver outcomes that are both credible and transformative. It is therefore my honor and privilege to welcome you all to the commissioning of the Nigeria Revenue Service Headquarters, a symbol of reform, a monument to institutional renewal, and beacon of hope for stronger, more disciplined, and more prosperous Nigeria. Thank you. May the Lord bless Mr. President, and may the Lord bless Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Thank you very much. Indeed, may God bless Mr. President, and may God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. You may please be comfortably seated. Thank you. Thank you very much. Again, can we celebrate the Executive Chairman of the Nigeria Revenue Service, Dr. Zach Adedeji. Today, as we continue to celebrate such a remarkable moment. Thank you. Today, as we continue to celebrate reformative leadership, innovation, renewed hope, I want to particularly celebrate the chief reformer himself, a distinguished leader with an uncanny ability
We are not just the outcome of your reform-driven and courageous leadership. Your Excellency, Mr. President, talk about. There's a lot that is embedded in this edifice. It is indeed the pride of every Nigerian, and especially a blessing to generations yet unborn. May I kindly and respectfully seek your permission to present this short video. Your Excellency, sir.
Your Excellency, Mr. President, today we stand before more than a building. We stand before a clear testament to your vision and a defining force of your renewed hope agenda. Under your leadership, aspiration gave way to action. Your executive chairman, Dr. Zach Adedeji, translated your mandate for discipline and urgency into tangible results. He led the completion of this project with a remarkable focus. Despite a significant expansion in the original scope of the contract, this long-delayed and long-awaited national monument was delivered in just 13 months. This is absolutely remarkable. What we are witnessing today, therefore, is not merely the completion of a building that runs on 14 elevators and 2 escalators, sitting on 26,000 square meters with 11 floors, multi-level car parks, which also boasts of a 600-seater capacity auditorium and a 104-seater boardroom. Rather, what we are witnessing today is a triumph of execution over years of delay and of courageous leadership over conformity. This headquarters now stands as a strategic engine for the future of revenue administration in Nigeria. It exudes modernity, capacity, technology, functionality, and of course, purpose within a As a matter of fact, the green area is just a little less than 20% of the total built-up area. This is in tandem with global best practices of modern compact cities. Your Excellency, your presence here today reinforces a fundamental truth that with clear leadership and disciplined implementation, public institutions can deliver outcomes that are both meaningful and enduring. This edifice, therefore, stands as a symbol of that truth and of the confidence that your courageous leadership continues to inspire across our institutions. Indeed, where there is a will, there is a way. May posterity be eternally kind to you.
Distinguished personalities, if that round of applause is for me, that's okay. But if you are clapping to appreciate the Commander-in-Chief, please put your hands together and do better. Thank you. Monumental edifice. Thank you, and may God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Part of Nigeria's infrastructure story for many decades. I'm therefore delighted to invite on stage the Managing Director of CCECC Nigeria, Mr. Wan Shuai. A round of applause for him, please. Thank you.
Your Excellency, our President, Ashwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, the Senate President, the Right Honourable Speaker, and their Excellencies, all the governors, the Honourable Ministers, all the distinguished guests. Of course, let me mention our Chairman, the Executive Chairman of NIS, Dr. Zach Adediji. Please permit me not to mention all your names. It's my honor to be here to join Your Excellency influence from our leader, Mr. President. We all know that tax reform plays a very important role in the renewed hope agenda. And today, we are especially honored and blessed by the presence of our most distinguished guest, His Excellency, the ever-performing leader, our President. We know during the past about 10 days, His Excellency has visited Plateau State, Ogun State, Lagos, and Bayelsa State. Actually, there was always a question in my mind. what is the essence of Renew Hope agenda? It's difficult to answer, actually. But when I was in Bayelsa witnessing His Excellency commissioning one of our projects, when I saw the infrastructure development and the people came together, welcome and follow His Excellency with the hope and the expectation on their faces, I think I got the answer. For further discussion, let me ask myself great. And we are so lucky we have a great leader like that. We thank you, sir. Finally, Your Excellency, distinguished everyone, the completion of the NIS headquarters is not merely a delivery of a project to the Renew Hope agenda. It marks a new chapter to remain united along with him to give the country a brighter future. God bless you and God bless Nigeria. Thank you.
Shwai, for your kind goodwill message this afternoon. Indeed, we celebrate Mr. President, the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, and now who we call the Reformer-in-Chief of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Your Excellency, President Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR. Thank you. Coming up next for another goodwill message is another round peg in a round hole. I have the honor of introducing and inviting on stage the Honorable Minister of Finance and the Coordinating Minister of the Economy, Mr. Wale Edun, OFR, who today is ably represented by the Honorable Minister of State for Finance. Please make welcome Dr. Taiwo Oyedele.
Under the visionary leadership of His Excellency, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR. Before the reforms of this administration, Nigeria's fiscal system faced structural challenges, ranging from fragmented tax law, weak coordination, low tax to GDP ratio, and unsustainable debt service burden. Today, we are witnessing a different trajectory through decisive leadership, our reforms have strengthened revenue institutions, improved collections significantly, and laid the foundation for long-term fiscal sustainability. The transformation of the Federal Inland Revenue Service into the Nigeria Revenue Service is not just a name change. It reflects broader mandates, stronger governance, accountability, and repositioning for greater performance. Since the beginning of this reform, and sustain strong revenue growth. As I close, I would like to commend the Executive Chairman of the NRS, his leadership team, and the entire workforce at the NRS, the contractor and partners who delivered this project, and all stakeholders who contributed to this milestone. This is a collective achievement for which we are deeply grateful and indeed very proud for the progress we are making, and most importantly, for the possibilities that lie ahead of us for our nation. Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, this occasion sends a simple but profound message to all stakeholders that Nigeria's revenue institutions are now better structured and robustly built for sustained performance and service delivery to facilitate economic growth and strengthen fiscal stability. The Ministry of Finance is fully committed and ready to continue to provide policy and institutional support required for the Nigerian Revenue Service to deliver on its strategic mandate. With discipline, coordination, and commitment, we are confident that Nigeria's fiscal transformation will succeed. Finally, this is not cost, like I said. Empirical evidence shows that for every $1 or $1 that is invested in tax administration, return on investment is 10 times. That's 1,000%. With that in mind, I think we can now safely increase NRS revenue
The fiscal reform program initiated under our dear father, our leader, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, required not only technical clarity, but political courage. It required The journey to this point was neither quick nor uncomplicated. The legislative process was extensive, at times difficult, and often accompanied by strong views from different segments of the economy. There were concerns about impact, debates about scope, and moments when public discourse was shaped more by apprehension than by detail. In the midst of this, the National Assembly remained steady. The House of Representatives, working with the Senate, engaged widely, interrogated the proposal rigorously, and insisted on clarity where it was required. We made deliberate choices, including protecting vulnerable groups and ensuring the reform did not impose undue pressure on low-income earners or small businesses. The objective was to produce a framework that is fair in design and sustainable in operation. To the Nigerian public, it is important to address the concerns that have accompanied this reform. Taxation is not an abstract concept. It affects daily life, enterprise, and opportunity. The intention of this new regime is not to increase hardship, intelligible, not only to government, but to those who are subject to it. This is central to compliance. The third is restraint. The authority to collect
Your Excellency the President, when you were coming into office through the primaries at the convention, I made a statement that we're not just going to elect a candidate, we're going to elect a candidate who had both sight and vision. Sight and vision. And that sight and that vision enable him to change the revenue service in Lagos State from a paltry 3-4 billion a month to what we are having today, over 69 billion. And of course, that you will do the same for Nigeria if elected. Thank God Nigerians believe, because like the chairman, the executive chairman said, he believes in data. The data in Lagos cannot lie. as